What if I told you that you're actually killing your brain cells while studying? In the next 9 minutes, I'll reveal why top students in the world study less but score more, a mind-blowing secret about your brain that your teachers never told you, and a simple trick that will help you remember everything while studying half the time. But before that, let me show you something that will blow your mind. Remember when you were a kid and your mom used to say, "Don't watch TV for too long, it'll hurt your eyes"? Well, guess what? Your teachers have been hiding an even bigger secret from you. You know those nights when you're sitting with 10 books open, trying to stuff everything into your brain like you're filling a sandwich with too much filling? Yeah, those study marathons, they're actually turning your beautiful brain into a mushy banana. Let me tell you about my friend Kevin. Poor Kevin thought studying 12 hours straight would make him a genius. You know what happened instead? He walked into his exam room the next day and forgot how to spell his own name. True story. But here's the crazy part. Science actually shows that after 45 minutes of nonstop studying, your brain starts working backwards. It's like trying to fill a cup that's already full. The water just spills everywhere and makes a mess. Even funnier, the more you try to memorize after this point, the more your brain goes, "Nope, not today." I discovered this the hard way last year. I was preparing for this super important presentation, studying for hours and hours until my brain felt like scrambled eggs. When I finally got up to get some water, I walked straight into a wall. My brain had literally given up on basic walking. But don't worry, I'm not just here to tell you that you're destroying your brain cells, even though you totally are. Stay with me because I'll show you what actually happens inside your brain when you study too much, and trust me, it's way crazier than anything you've heard before. But before I tell you what's really happening in your brain, let me ask you something funny. Have you ever tried to teach your pet a new trick for hours? Notice how, after some time, they just stare at you like, "Human, please stop." Well, your brain does the exact same thing. Let me introduce you to something scientists call brain fuel. Just like your phone needs charging, your brain needs something called glucose to work properly. And guess what uses up the most glucose in your body? Yep, studying. Every time you try to learn something new, your brain burns through this fuel like a race car burns through gas. Here's the thing that'll blow your mind. Your brain can only store about 2 to 3 hours worth of this special fuel at a time. It's like having a really small gas tank. But what do? We try to drive cross-country without stopping for gas. Let me share something embarrassing that happened to my sister. She was studying for her final exams, going strong for 5 hours straight. When our mom called her for dinner, she grabbed her water bottle and tried to drink. From the wrong end. Her brain was so tired it couldn't even remember how a bottle works. But here's the real shocker. Scientists found that after 2 hours of non-stop studying, your brain starts eating itself. Okay, not literally, thank goodness. But it starts breaking down the same connections it was trying to build. It's like trying to build a sandcastle while someone follows you around kicking it down. And just wait till you hear what happens next. Because I'm going to reveal the secret technique that top students use to avoid this brain meltdown, and it's so simple. You'll kick yourself for not knowing it sooner. So what's the secret technique top students use? Well, get ready because it's almost too simple to believe. Ever noticed how professional athletes don't train for 8 hours straight? Instead, they do something called interval training. Short bursts of exercise with rest in between. Your brain? It loves the exact same thing. Scientists call this the Pomodoro technique, but I like to call it the brain recharge method. Here's how it works. You study for just 25 minutes. Yes, only 25. Then take a 5-minute break. It's like giving your brain a tiny vacation. During these 25 minutes, your brain is like a superhero, fully focused and ready to learn. But the real magic happens during the break. Let me tell you about my friend Lisa. She went from being a C student to top of her class using this method. Her secret? Instead of studying for 4 hours straight like a zombie, she did 25-minute power sessions. During her 5-minute breaks, she'd do something fun. Dance around her room, play with her dog, or just stare out the window. We all need some quality window staring time, right? The coolest part? Scientists did brain scans of students using this method. And guess what they saw? During those short breaks, the brain wasn't resting at all. It was like a mini factory, taking all the information from the study session and building it into permanent memory. How crazy is that? But wait, there's something even more important about these breaks that nobody talks about. And next, I'll show you exactly what to do during these 5 minutes to double your learning power. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I get it. Study 25 minutes, take a break. But what's the big deal about these breaks? Here's the thing. What you do during these 5 minutes can either make your brain go, wow, let's remember everything, Or, nah, let's forget it all. And most people? They're doing it completely wrong. Let me show you what not to do first. My cousin Jake used to check Instagram during his breaks. Big mistake. You see, your brain is like a shy artist working on a masterpiece. The moment you show it on social media, it drops everything and runs away screaming. Instead, here's what the science says works like magic. Stand up. Yes, actually stand up. Stretch your arms up high like you're trying to touch the clouds and take 3 deep breaths. It's like hitting your brain's refresh button. Then do something physical. Jump around, do a silly dance, or my personal favorite, pretend you're a ninja fighting imaginary bad guys. Why does this work? Because movement sends fresh oxygen to your brain. It's like giving your brain a delicious energy smoothie. One study showed that students who did these active breaks remembered 40% more information than those who didn't. That's like getting free extra marks just for acting silly. But here comes the most exciting part where I'll reveal a secret study schedule that combines everything we've learned so far. Trust me, this schedule is so powerful it might actually be illegal in some countries. Just kidding, but it's really that good. Alright, it's time to put it all together into what I call the Super Brain Schedule. And trust me, this isn't your boring old study timetable. This is like a video game strategy guide for your brain. Here's the schedule that transformed my study life. Start with what I call a power hour. That's 2 25-minute study blocks with a 5-minute ninja break in between. But here's the genius part. After your power hour, take a longer 15-minute break. Why? Because your brain just worked super hard, and it deserves a proper party. Let me break this down into something super simple. Imagine your day split into 3 power hours. Morning power hour, when your brain is fresh like morning bread. Afternoon power hour, after lunch when you need to fight the sleepy monster. Evening power hour, but finish before your brain turns into a pumpkin at night. The secret sauce? Between each power hour, do something completely different. Play with your pet, help mom in the kitchen, or my personal favorite, have a mini dance party. One of my friends, Mike, started doing robot dances between his power hours. His mom thought he was crazy, but guess what? His grades went from oh no to oh wow. But here's the most important rule. Never ever do more than 3 power hours in one day. It's like eating too much pizza. Sounds awesome, but you'll regret it later. And just wait till you hear what happens in the final part, because I'm about to show you some crazy tricks to make this schedule work even better. These are the kind of secrets that would make Einstein say, "Why didn't I think of that?" Now for the cherry on top, I'm going to share 3 secret weapons that'll make your power hours feel like you've unlocked cheat codes for your brain. Secret weapon number 1, the memory palace trick. Before each power hour, pick a weird place, like your bathroom or kitchen. As you study, imagine putting each fact in a crazy spot. Physics formulas, stick them on the toilet. History dates, put them in the fridge. Your brain loves weird connections, and trust me, you'll never forget them. Secret weapon number 2, the teaching Teddy technique. Got a stuffed animal? Perfect. Every time you learn something new, explain it to your teddy bear or any toy. If you can make your teddy understand quantum physics, you've definitely got it. My student Emma used her dinosaur toy, and now she's the class genius. Secret weapon number 3, the color code hack. Use different colored pens not just for fun, but for brain magic. Blue for new stuff, green for things you kind of know, and red for the "oh my brain hurts" topics. When you look back, your notes will tell you exactly what needs more love. So there you have it, friends. We've discovered why studying too much is melting your brain, learned about the power hour system, and unlocked 3 secret study weapons. Remember, studying smarter beats studying longer every single time. If you found this video helpful, don't let it disappear into the YouTube void. Smash that like button like you're smashing those old bad study habits. And hey, want more brain hacks and study secrets? Hit subscribe and that notification bell. I've got tons more mind-blowing tips coming your way. Share this with your study buddies too. Their brains will thank you. Drop a comment below telling me which secret weapon you're going to try first. And remember, your brain is like a superhero. Treat it like one. See you in the next video.